MacBook Pro. How about now? Are we hearing me? This is quite silly. Windows capture, video capture, that's that. Webcam. Let's do this. That should be working. FaceTime audio enabled. I've done it, so you can hear me. Perfect. All right. Well, that was silly. Kind of in a little bit of a rush trying to get this all figured out from not home, right? I'm at work right now, and I just find myself with a free hour, which is rare. So I'm glad that I can be heard. I like to get this stuff done ahead of time so that I can go home and not have to worry about it. I am doing this all with 0 platoons. So normally, like day 3, P2 is a little bit easier. But we're just gonna wing it and see what happens, and we're gonna hope for the best. There we go. Whew. The one that I still... Kylo Ren, or Kylo Ren. I would probably choose... Can I do like sexy Kylo Ren? Would that be an option that I have? We're gonna try something different here that I have not done yet. Well, I haven't done it with no platoons yet. We'll just see if it works. Not sure if it will, but we're gonna try. We are going to try. Bones, how's it going, man? I don't know why, but my multi-stream doesn't seem to be, or my regular stream doesn't seem to be working correctly. I didn't really have time. I just kind of jumped in today. But we'll fix that in the future. As you can see, Inquisitors do really nice. Ben Swallow would definitely be my wife's choice. She most definitely has a super hardcore crush on Adam Driver. I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but it's not like she's gonna see it anyway. Which kind of sucks because that means that sometimes I have to go to movies that are not actually that good, right? Like White Noise last year was a completely, one of the worst things I've ever seen. That awful dinosaur movie was just one of the worst things I've ever seen. But you know, as an actor, I don't hate him. I do like him. Oh, nice, it worked. Yeah, so today I'm just kind of trying to get through this as quickly as I can. I can almost do some platoons for my guild. The nice thing is I kind of know what I'm allowed to use and what I'm not allowed to use. But I'm going to try some new things. I have always wanted to try on this Hondo tier, my Night Sisters, just to see if it'll work. And Marin in the front. I will typically leave out Asajj when I do Night Sisters in one of these side nodes. I'm pretty sure it'll work, but we will see. I do have R8 Night Sisters, you know, so it might not work as well for everybody else, but if you've got Marin, she is amazing at what she does, and she makes things really, really, really nice. Yeah, I just recently brought Hondo up specifically to try this tier so that I could kind of put more of my tutorial videos up on YouTube. And I mean, I didn't need it, but I don't regret it. You know, it's just more to help out whenever I can help out for all my guilds. needs. That's what happens when you're an officer, and it kind of looks like they're doing pretty all right, having no trouble. An excuse for Jedi Knight Cal is awesome. I hate the Fallen Order games. I'm not a big fan of them. I think the only reason that they are considered good is because we've been so starved for Star Wars content like that since like Jedi Academy. But Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is awesome. He is great. I have no problems with him. I put the Omicron on his lead. I love it. As for my hair, believe it or not, I do not use anything in my hair. I'm very much a just this in the morning kind of guy. I'm blessed, right? If it's anything like my dad's hair was, I'm gonna be looking like this for a very long time. The unfortunate thing with that is that as he got older, his hair did grow up a lot more, and I'm not looking forward to the additional volume, but we shall see. This is basically how ROTE works. There's a lot of things that you can do to... Ooh, am I going to lose this? Ooh. Uh-oh. Come on, Marin, help me out. Wow. All right, I guess that's not an auto. That's a good thing to know for the future. I am surprised. I'm definitely blessed in that I can just try new things. We are at a point where my points don't really mean anything. So I get to try things each month and just kind of see what works. We will... I'm going to keep Skiff out this time just to make it easier. I say a lot of things. What did I say on last Thursday? About Night Sisters? Lord Vader does amazing on the Dark Side Planet. I usually use him for... I forget all of their names. That stupid, like, tiger-looking thing with the Geonosis. I find that it can be a little tough without the platoons if you're doing it on auto. But I think I have videos of me autoing every one of the nodes with LV. He does definitely benefit from having another tank with him. So I try to throw another Empire tank with him. And because I haven't really pulled my Empire up as much, I really only have Ninth Sister available to me, but whatever, it is what it is. I do like him. I was going to use him today, but I did want to see if I could just do it with the Inquisitors, and they did not fail me. It's a different game playing with platoons or without platoons. They can significantly help a lot of things, but I like to see what I can do without platoons, just because then I know I can do it quickly and I don't have to wait for the rest of the guild. I definitely said that I hate Cal on Thursday. That is something that I am known for. Everybody on Reddit knows very well how much I hate Cal Kestis, but in the game he is solid. I'm not one of those people who is not gonna farm guys just because I don't like their characters. I do have people like that in my guild. He might be listening at some point, so I will shout out and say, screw you, Yak, just in case. I'm going to farm everything, even if it's not a character I like. No, is this a common time? It is not. I generally stream on Sunday mornings, like 8:30 EST, just because that's when I have time. I just happened to today realize I have this extra time, so instead of doing my battles really, really quickly, I figured I'd get to work a little bit earlier than I normally would. I'd pop this on and I'd get my battles done then. My streaming time outside of Sunday is kind of inconsistent. When I, get home from work, I work in a school, but I also work for myself. When I get home, let's try Phoenix here. When I get home, I try to dedicate that time to my family, to my wife, and so I try not to stream unless it's planned well in advance, and she knows. I'm not sure if Phoenix is going to work here, but again, I just like to see. I like to try things. I like to help other people out, and if I can help other people out by trying different things and learning what works and doesn't work, then by all means, that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, Zori, I didn't actually level up until recently. I had her at like G9 just because I had so many other projects going on. But with comeuppance and all of the semen related jokes that have been in the game since then, I have brought her to G12. And I will bring her to relics at some point. I'm just saving a lot of relic material right now for Bo, and for Bane, who I'm like super, super looking forward to. I think I have just maybe like 6 to 10 or so characters left that are not at least G12. I was leveling up a few of them this morning just because I have the stun guns, first world problems. That's what you get when you have an older account. You just kind of level things to build your GP, to help the guild. But I've been happy with Zori. I put her Omicron on, I put her Zetas on, and I've been happy with what she's been able to do for me. Kylo Ren was actually, I don't want to say the original 6 GL because, obviously there was 2 and then 4. But Kylo Ren was the last GL that I farmed before Jabba came out and before Leia came out. So I have not invested in the team as highly as I have some of the other GL teams that I have. He's actually my only GL that is not R8 right now. I don't know who's coming to the game today, but I know Meathead alluded to on the event server that he is planning an art piece, and that we're gonna see some more of his just lovely art, unless he's trolling people. Apparently that's definitely happening today, but who knows? Solo, you comment a lot on all my YouTube stuff, and we talk pretty much every day. I normally do kind of showcase my mods, but I'm in a little bit of a rush today, and I want to try to get all of this done before anybody comes in. And that'll add more time to it. Most of my stuff is decently modded, but I don't refresh mod energy often. I don't have a mod score that's amazing compared to other people. I'll take that vibe, man. Computer science professor, I'll take that. Just give me like a cardigan. I would definitely try to rock a cardigan. I don't know if I can do it, but I would 100% try. I'm actually, during the day, I'm in special education. I'm a 1-to-1 in a general ed program. So I have a lot of patience for trolls on the internet and for, kids. I think that if I were planning this in advance, I probably would have prepared by looking at things I've done in the past to remember what things work for which battles. I haven't today. We're just gonna see what happens, and if my guild leader yells at me, then he yells at me. Doesn't usually yell at me because I'm the one that gets everybody their stars anyway, and pings everybody on Discord and remembers what needs to get done. Um, yeah, I work with kids during the day, and then I run a martial arts program. So that's where I am right now. I go here right after school. I don't bother going home because it doesn't make sense. By the time I got home, I'd have to drive out here. So I often get here like an hour early. And if I don't have things that need to get done, like parent phone calls or, things that I have to print or like prep the mat, then, we end up with a day like today where I say, hey, let me just pop on and see what happens. Yeah, martial arts. That is my life. The one thing that I hope anyone that does watch these things kind of gets out of it, one of my big things, and I've done videos on it before, but time is really your biggest and most important resource. And if anything, try to find ways to continue to maximize what you're doing in the game, but minimize the amount of time you spend doing it. Okay, so right now I'm on camera and I'm talking, so I'm investing my full breadth of time to you guys, but normally I'll just throw on a battle and just let it run, right? And hope for the best. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And usually it works. Every once in a while, you learn the things that don't. And I think profundity's kind of hit or miss in day 2, if I remember correctly. It's either day 2 or day 3 where it's kind of iffy and depends on the RNG. I probably could have used negotiator. I'm actually gonna start. Let's start with the manual here, just to kind of get us going. Yeah, see, I already got no assist, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I get lucky. Maybe I don't. Maybe I get screwed. Who knows? It's the one thing that I really dislike about, I already hear people coming in, but it's okay. This is my space. That's the one thing that I really hate about these GL fleets, is that they're just so reliant on the RNG of doing things, right? Like, you have to pray that you're getting everything that you need to get done. Bones, my man, you know where to find me. This one looks like a bust, but that's okay. Hit me up on Discord. I'll tell you what to send me. I feel like it'll just end up being a roast because we know each other. I don't want to say so well, but I feel like we get along in such a short period of time. Yeah, this one's not going to work out, so we're going to just back out and call it a day. Let's see what we got. For the Jedi, I don't have my seer at R7 yet, which means that I can use my Jedi Cal for this. You don't actually need both Omicrons for this, but I do it anyway just because I don't need to do anything otherwise. So we'll hope for the best here, see what happens. Usually Jedi Cal does pretty well, but I recognize that, like, next month I'll probably have to switch it up. Have a great rest of your day, Mr. Wampa. It always baffles me when these 11 million guys solo, you know it, we've joked about it before, reach out for roster reviews, because, like, what do I tell them? Go on this one path. You have one path available to you. Do that. Do the thing. Oh, you don't have Leia? That's the thing. Go for Leia. It's definitely the guys who are in the maybe I think my sweet spot is like the 3 to 5 million range, where I feel like people can actually get something out of what I want to tell them. Um, it's that 1 million range where things can sometimes get a little bit iffy because I'm not focused on like little details. Dude, Bones, man, look, you know my YouTube. Look it up. I can auto it. Auto Jabba's Smuggler's Run, Jabba, Skiff, Bosch, Kur-Satan, or however you say his name, and actually Chewbacca, right? And I would say I have about an 80% win rate as long as you get to the taunt, the first Kur-Satan taunt, right? So I play manual until that first taunt, and then I just hit auto, and at that point, 80% win rate. Every once in a while, that opening barrage, you will, like Chewbacca will die or somebody will die, but that's so quick, like it takes 30 seconds to do, and then you just try it again and you get over it. But otherwise, I did both of mine on auto this morning. I don't. There's no reason to manual that event at all. Kur-Satan. Yeah, well, I'm gonna continue saying it wrong because that's who I am. I don't. I think Gas is in a good place. Like he's not amazing. Like he's not contending with all of the GLs, but he's still one of, if not the highest rated non-GL teams. Like I think if you give him an Ami, then it's going to completely overpower him beyond what is reasonable. And if you give any of the 501st an Ami, you're going to have the same problem unless it's very specifically clones only. I just don't think he's in a place where he necessarily needs that. Let's see what we got here. I normally use Kanan here, but oh well. Let's do Han. See what happens. Black Croissant. When I type out his name, I just type out random letters. It's KR, hit the keyboard, and then 10. And that's it. That's how I spell it every single time. Right? It is what it is. I get it right, I get it right, I get it wrong, I get it wrong. I wish there was like an 8X here. Gotta go now, bye then. Reminds me of Take Care Now, Bye Bye Then. What is that from? Is that Liar Liar? Or is that Bruce Almighty? It's one of those movies. I don't know. We got some Bo Burnham stuck in my head, so if I start humming, that's what it is. Yeah, I haven't signed my full name on anything in at least a decade. I just kind of like go like that, and it kind of sort of ends up similar each time. It's not always the same. It just, it is what it is. We're almost done, which is nice that you can get this done in, this is 30 minutes, and I did have to do some troubleshooting in the beginning, so 40 minutes to get through it all. It's not awful. Day one is definitely the worst, just because of Conquest and everything else happening usually on the same day. Animaniacs, great show. I haven't finished the new one yet. By new, I mean it came out 3 years ago, but I've been meaning to. I just haven't had the time. Big Animaniacs fan. Actually, I went to make a Twitch account a few days ago, and they said Egnards was already there, and then I realized I actually made a Twitch account like 5 years ago, and when I logged into it, I think Yakko was my avatar, which I've obviously since changed. But all right, we're going to 2. And then what do we have? We think we have one more battle. I hate these revives. It's really nice with Cal just because there's no revives. Gas lead works sometimes, but it's not really a reliable auto. And the autos are what's important to me, being able to do this without any effort. Hearing chairs move outside. I'm hiding in an office right now, and I rent from another program, and they're probably going to start like knocking on this door trying to get in. Yeah, I wish it was a Jar Jar avatar. I should have had that done with my art guy and had him make my avatar like an egg with a Jar Jar mask on. He might have yelled at me or something, but whatever. We do what we want for fun, right? Whatever is fun. Sunday, Super Bowl. Super Bowl's not till late. So I probably will be doing brunch with Egnards again, which is a day 6 thing. And I do have a bunch of roster reviews that need to get done, so that'll be a fun little day. Yeah, let's throw Padme. Let's throw this guy in there, and we're just gonna see what happens, right? I think this is the last combat I have to do. I don't even actually bother with the Dark Side fleet mission because it's barely beatable by most people, so why waste my time trying to auto it? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe one day we'll get something nice to contend with it. Maybe we'll get that today with the kit reveal. We'll get another galactic chase, which I don't hate if that's the case, but I have a feeling that whatever's being announced today, it'll be something on the bigger end, something that is meaningful. But we shall see, right? We shall see. I find that my phone actually runs, well, I guess it makes sense. It runs better when it's plugged in. It runs faster, it runs smoother. It's kind of nice. Have we gotten anything yet? Let's check into Discord while I'm here. Nope, nothing yet. That's a shame. It'd be nice if we got something before I went to work. It's a good time to it kind of sucks, I think, that I have to use my phone, because this would be a great time to throw on my Duolingo and practice my awful Korean, or I don't know, practice a useful skill in my life, which don't really have many of, other than filibustering. That's what I call it when I just talk forever. Filibuster with the best of them, a Leslie Knope skill. Could narrate audiobooks. That would be a fun thing to do. Someone else would have to edit it though, because I can't listen back on myself, the way that we sound versus the way that we think that we sound, or we hear our own voice. You can never do that. Almost done. Oh, I hear kids outside. Cheers. Just in time to see if JMK can do this. I don't know, because I normally don't have access to my cat. I normally platoon my cat for the guild to allow them to use it. So I guess someone else is going to have to platoon cat today. Da, 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 da. We just kind of like go all over the place. I hate these stupid day 2 missions. It's just nicer now with some newer tools that we're able to do them fairly easily because they're so time consuming to get done. I don't know if I necessarily hate my voice so much as I just hate hearing my voice. I recognize that my voice is my voice, and I've had to do some editing. All right, so that's actually the last combat that I have right now. Again, I just kind of popped on today to see if I could get these done. So while I'm platooning for everybody for my guild, just as a reminder, I don't normally stream during this time. My streaming is very inconsistent, except for Sunday mornings. I try to be pretty consistent on Sunday mornings, unless I have to like run a street fair or something, which I'm not going to have to do for a few months. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully this helps you to be able to do things in the future.